Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Entertainment Brick Show. So, today, we're talking LEGO DC. We're talking about LEGO DC 2024. Because there's been, in the past, month, I'd say, at the time of this recording at least, in the past month, there have been some information regarding the DC projects, and which is being, shows and movies for 2024. So, just to run through them very quickly before we kind of get into the weeds of everything here, there is a James Gunn animated show that's a part of his DCU plan called Creature Commandos, which is set to release in 2024. There's also a Amanda Waller TV show that, again, James Gunn, in his DCU plan, that is potentially releasing in 2024. I don't know if it is, but it's potentially is, as another show. And then there's also going to be Joker 2. Todd Phillips' Joker sequel from his original 2019 one. This one's going to be Joker 2, Folie à Deux or something like that, including, Harley Quinn. And I think there was even some rumors about Harvey Dent as well being included, so that'd be cool. So yeah, Joker 2. And then also the Penguin show, which is set in the Matt Reeves Batman universe. And the Penguin show looks good. There was a little trailer that they showed off. Why did they show that off? I don't actually remember why it was for a Max Max presentation or something like that for their upcoming projects or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but there was a little trailer release for the Penguin show to say that it was in production. It's going to be out in 2024. Yada yada. Very exciting. So I'm thinking, let's think best case scenario here. LEGO DC, January 1st, 2024. We get no DC sets. All right, that's a little sad. We're not getting any DC sets for January 1st. But instead, we get the announcement that they're actually going to be making sets off of the shows, off of the DC shows, as well as, let's say, Joker 2. I'm going to run through my list of ideas for what I think each project could get if LEGO were to make something off of it. First, so that's the video for today. First, we're going to start with Creature Commandos. That's just, the one I decided to go with. This is an animated James Gunn written show that seems to be somewhat of a spin-off of Suicide Squad, it seems like. And again, it's animated, so it'll be really cool. I'm very excited for that show. So the ideal choice for me, in my opinion, would be a minifigure series for the characters. It seems like there's going to actually be a good amount, a good team here that's going to be set up from six or seven, maybe eight team members here. And I feel like this would be a very cool way to represent all those characters instead of LEGO putting some of their money into making a $100 set off of this animated show. Nobody watches it, nobody buys the set, and then you kind of lose out. I would love to get a set because I'm pretty sure I would buy it, because I'm very much all in when it comes to James Gunn's plan for the DC. But I'm just saying, I don't know if this is necessarily a show that would, if they were to make a set off of it, if that set would really sell well. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm being a little hesitant. I'm being a little cautious. I think a minifigure series, in my opinion, I think could be very cool. Which would be, again, the ideal choice. In reality, I don't think they're going to do anything for the show. I think it's animated, which already brings it down a few notches because not as many people watch animation compared to live action. It's going to be a TV series, which LEGO, again, I haven't really seen a lot of stuff based off of, TV, at least for the superhero stuff when it comes to Marvel or DC. There hasn't been a lot of TV stuff that LEGO has done, but, who knows? I hope so. Next thing on the list here is Waller. Again, I think this is potentially releasing in 2024. I don't think this is actually confirmed for 2024, unlike these other projects here, but this is potentially releasing. Let's say it is. I feel like the ideal situation is one's very small set, like $20, $30, $25, $30, whatever, including Waller, including Amanda Waller, because we've never actually gotten an Amanda Waller minifigure before. She appeared in some DLC packs in Lego Batman 3. She appeared in the DLC pack for the Suicide Squad. I don't remember if she actually appeared in DC Supervillains, and she definitely didn't appear in Batman 2 or Batman 1. So, regardless, we've gotten Amanda Waller in Lego video game, not actually an Amanda Waller minifigure, which I would love to see, obviously. So, one small set including Amanda Waller, as well as maybe another character who may be prominent in the series, and then most likely the villain character from the show, whatever that ends up being. And then there's some small build, whatever it ends up being. I have no clue what the show is going to be about and how the show is going to be operated, how it's going to run, what it's going to look like. So currently, without any knowledge of what the show looks like, I'm just going to say very small set, $20 to $30, include like 3 minifigures, 3 of the most prominent characters in the TV show. Call it a day. Call it a day after that. And then in reality, I'd say like it's nothing. Lego isn't going to do anything for this. I'm very confident in saying that Lego will probably skip on this show, just considering I feel like it sounds like it could be more of like a political like drama kind of show in my mind from how I'm envisioning it, instead of like an action crazy fight sequences. Because Amanda Waller doesn't really fight. She's kind of behind the scenes, pulling all the strings behind the scenes, not really getting up in the action and fighting. So that's why I say I think Lego might skip here. Next thing, Joker 2. Joker 2 is going to be a movie, a Todd Phillips movie again. It's most likely rated R, so in reality, it's probably Lego's not going to do anything off of it. I just don't see Lego doing anything off of it. It's rated R. They just can't. They're just not going to do that. But the ideal situation, one of my ideas is, I think this could go really well with like a diorama sets, like the Star Wars ones, the Indiana Jones one, with a quote. Obviously, one of the quotes from the Joker movie, whatever that may be, where it includes a Joaquin Phoenix Joker minifigure, as well as a Lady Gaga Harley Quinn minifigure, and the build being like the staircase that he dances on in the first movie, and it seems like Lady Gaga might be dancing on in the second, in this sequel. So I think that'd be kind of a cool diorama set. Obviously, this would never happen just because, again, the movie's rated R. Gruesome movie with lots of swearing and killing and stuff like that. So I'd imagine, again, like I said, Lego is probably not going to do anything. But regardless, still could be a very cool set, I think, as an idea. Very cool diorama set idea, I feel like. So that's for Joker 2. And then the final thing on the list here is the Penguin Show. Penguin Show probably, I think, has the most chance of getting a set or two, I think, in my opinion, just because I think the Batman movie was received pretty well. I don't know exactly how well the Batman sets sold for the 2022 movie. I don't know exactly how well they sold. I know I bought all 3 of them day one because I was very excited for this movie, or for the Batman movie, and I loved it. But I think the Batman movie was fairly successful, fairly received well, and this next chapter, I feel like, is highly anticipated, in my opinion. At least that's how I'm looking at it. I'm very excited for this Penguin Show. I'd love to see Colin Farrell steal the show, right? Because he had his little moments in the Batman, but now he gets like full-blown, all-in Colin Farrell Penguin. So I'm very excited. So in reality, I'm just going to say, in reality, nothing. They're not going to do anything for this show. But regardless, I think there might be a very small chance we might get at least one set for this show. But my ideal ideas are 1 to 2 sets, both including the Penguin, as well as other crime boss related characters that are supposedly going to show up in the show, such as Salvatore Maroni, Carmine Falcone's daughter, Carmine Falcone's family, whatever it is, etc. 1 to 2 sets. I feel like one of the sets could be from the small little tidbit trailer, maybe be that car that they show in the beginning that seems to be like Penguin's chauffeur kind of car that he kind of rides around in as this big crime boss. So I'd imagine it's probably be that as like one of the smaller sets, $20-$30 set, with a couple of small side builds and some other minifigures, and then maybe even a $50 set of like a small version or a downsized version of the Iceberg Lounge, and have that come with like 5 minifigures or something like that. I don't know, but that's my ideal ideas. Otherwise, that is the 4 projects that DC is going to be releasing in 2024, or potentially releasing in 2024, and how I think Lego will handle them. Unfortunately, in reality, I think none of these will actually get Lego, such as just because I don't think Lego is interested in making anything off these projects, because they don't know how well it's going to sell. But I would love to see stuff. Regardless, I'd love to see stuff. Obviously, I have ideas in here for each of those. But yeah, that's that. So if you enjoyed that video, do the common YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.